Now I realized that I used the rule of the quotient when finding the derivative of the trigonometric function, in particular tangent x function, in the lecture course 3.3. Okay, actually, your book makes this mistake because derivative of trigonometric function were explained after this rule in the old version of our textbook. But now this is before that rule. So because of this reason, I and your textbook make this mistake. So this is normal if you don't understand the derivative of the tangent x function. But after this chapter is completed, I hope you will better understand the that derivative of tangent x, derivative of secant x, etc. Okay. So let's start. The derivative properties discussed in the section 2.5 so and as substantially to our ability to compute and apply derivative to many particle problems. In this and the next two sections, we add new more properties that will increase this ability when further. Okay, so actually it is possible to create a sum function. It's a combination of the other functions as a product, summation, quotient, etc. Okay, so how we can find the derivative of the product, because sometimes to calculate the product is not easy. Okay, for example, you cannot calculate this product, and actually you can calculate it for the point-wise calculation, but if your function is x times sine x, what is the derivative of the f? So we have a two function here. One function is the x function, let's note by the capital F according to your textbook, capital F of x, and the second function is the capital G of x. Okay, so if y is the function, your function is a product of the two function capital F of x and the capital G of x, okay, and we know that f prime and s prime exists, so the related limit exists. Okay, then derivative of the small f equals derivative of the first function capital F. Maybe as a second function we can use the s, first function and second function. Okay, derivative of the first function times second function plus derivative of the second function times first function. Your textbook can be given in different order, but it is the same. Okay, your textbook says first function times derivative of second function plus second function times derivative of the first function. There is no differences between them. If your function is a quotient of two functions, for example, f of x equals e to power x over sine x. Okay, in this case, how you can calculate the f prime? So we have the following formula: if y equals f of x is your textbook used t and b function, top and the bottom. For example, you can say denominator numerator, but t of x over b of x. Okay, top function and bottom function, for most probably, I'm not sure. And t prime and b prime exist. Again, then derivative of the f of x equals derivative of the top function, the numerator, times denominator b of x minus derivative of the denominator times numerator t of x over square of the denominator. So by using this formula, you can evaluate. These two formulas are very important. Okay, so you should know, and you can be use easily these two formula, okay? You will be able to use this formula easily. So that's all what I want to say.